All right, no job number to this, but it's called Highland Vistas. We're looking at some concrete work for Navigate. Hazel is the contact, 360-312-3820. We're up here in Snoqualmie Ridge. When I pull up the aerial, it doesn't give a very good updated photo because it looks like construction's still going on, but there's actually all the homes in here. So when you go down Southeast Swenson Drive, you come to Highland Vistas, which is off to the right if you take a right-hand turn. But if you drive down the hill a little bit farther, there's a concrete sidewalk that goes back behind the buildings. And they've got a bunch of like pitted areas in the sidewalk they'd like to have removed and replaced. That green area there is the location. It's between house numbers 34310 and 34320. So as I was showing you on the aerial map, if you come down the hill, it's a pretty steep hill, and you take a right, it takes you to the front of Highland Vistas. But you come down here a little bit farther, and this is where the entrance is to the sidewalk behind the buildings. You see Southeast Graves Street right here. Okay, so that's the location. I'm just showing you some staging areas that we might possibly be able to use. This gravel area over here has access into it. You can see Haas Brothers is parked there. There's some equipment that's parked there. So if we needed to, we could put an extra truck down there if necessary. Talk about the concrete truck, mixed truck. It's a steep incline right here, so I don't know if they want to be parked on the hillside unless they chalk up their tires, but we could park right here on the side. There is no signs that say no parking or anything, so we don't need to get a street use permit here. These guys down here don't have any street use permits, and their landscape and all that kind of stuff. So I'm thinking a line pump might be the best way to do this, or we end up using a wheelbarrow and wheelbarrowing all this in there. There's parking down below, because you can see this is a hillside. I'm going down the hill. Okay. There's a little bit of parking on the side here, but then we'd have to go up and over that railing. So my thought is it's probably going to be best if we do maybe a line pump from here. I'm going to do a footage on this to see how far it is to the farthest repair. But the first building is right up in here. Okay, so from out at the street, at about 100 feet in, is the first repair, which is right next to 34314. You got a staircase that's right here. You've got these 5x5 panels. You could see that every 10 feet, they've got an expansion joint. At every 5 feet, they've got a tooled joint. Okay, so the first repair, there's like quite a few right in a row. Like I said, these are all 5x5 panels. Okay, but you can see little pits in the concrete. It's a light broom finish. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 of them right in a row that need to be replaced, starting at 34314. Did I get that on there? Yeah. Okay, so starting from this joint here, be 25 by 5 to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I guess we got to get this one too, so that's 6. Okay, so that's going to be 30 by 5. 30 by 5 to do all 6 panels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. They have access to the other side, so they don't have to come out this way. They can get out on the other side of the building too. They've got garages on the other side. Okay, so that's the first long repair. We'll keep walking up here looking for more. This particular panel right here has got a pit right there, plus it's missing some concrete at the first staircase that comes up. So this right here is 34318, and then you have a sidewalk or a staircase that comes down. Okay, But this is another repair right here, okay? This one looks like it's a little bit bigger. This is a 6x5, okay? 6x5. We're looking at what seems to be about a 4-inch. Yeah, it's 4 inches. Okay, 4-inch depth. Okay, so that's our second repair right here. That, let's see, it was 130. So we're close to about 160, 170 feet away from the street there at this repair. Here we've got a pitted area. Looks like here we've got one. Here, 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 and here. She says it stops at 34320. So I'm thinking this is where we stop at. Right here, 34320. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so there's 7 panels here that need to be removed and replaced. So now you're looking at 35 feet by 5. It's 35 feet by 5. That is from the staircase. 1, 2, 3. It's the 4th panel in. 4th panel in from the staircase. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Starting here at the 4th one, so 35 by 5. It's at a tool joint here, so we'd have to cut through the tool joint. And you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 expansion joints. Okay, so those are the repairs: the 35 by 5, the 6 by 5, and the 30 by 5. Okay, there's a staircase going up. This right there where that RV just went by, I mean, that potentially is another spot where we could run the line pump down. And if we do that, I'll tell you how far we are away from it. So I'm at the top of the steps, and it's about 80 feet down there to that big 35 by 5. So if we came up the road up here to Groschel Street, you've got where their other side of these units are. You've got their garages. So like I said, they have access outside of their garage. They don't have to go down there, so we can block that off. And they can go out their garage. Right here's parking, which I don't think that's going to do us any good right there. Right here, if we had to, I mean, we could potentially park right here and run the pump down the staircase, possibly. Just giving some options here so you guys can see what we got going on. For removal purposes, obviously it's best to go out this back way because there's no stairs. Okay, and we can just go right out this way, haul this stuff out. Like I said, the sidewalk is 5 feet wide, which is very close to almost fitting the Bobcat on here. It'd be very close, very tight. You know, you'd be kind of on the rocks here a little bit if we were to use a Bobcat, but I would imagine we could probably use like mechanical wheelbarrows. So, and the MT85 to bust out the concrete, do some saw cutting, use the MT85 to bust out the concrete, and then probably 1 or 2 mechanical wheelbarrows to wheel it out of here and then load up. Okay, like I said, down there at the bottom of the hill, if we needed to stage any kind of equipment, we could do that right down there. Okay, I think that's it. Any other questions, let me know. Again, this is for Navigate, and they want to do this work, I believe, this year.